Hey everyone, so today is the day that I'm finally filming my first video that I filmed in such a long time since my surgery. I got my surgery April 15th and I have been uploading pre-recorded videos, but today is the first day I actually got ready and I'm sitting down to film this video. I am going to be doing my boob job FAQ video today, breast augmentation FAQ. This will probably be a two-parter because I got so many questions and I really want to answer them all. Like the majority of people who are watching these videos, they have been telling me that they really appreciate that I'm doing it and that they really enjoy these videos. I've even been getting comments from people saying I'm not getting a boob job anytime soon, but I love these videos. So I decided that I would keep doing them, even if some people get annoyed and think all I talk about is my boobs. You know, there are thousands, probably like hundreds of thousands of channels on YouTube. If you don't want to watch this video, I will not be offended, and I am going to be uploading more beauty and fashion videos soon, but for as of right now, my life is kind of centered around these two bad boys. Can't even see them. Anyways, for everyone saying I just got a boob job for attention, no, I'm not. Anyways, I'm going to get into that. So I got so many questions and I'm so excited to answer these. So the first thing that so many of you guys want to know is where I got my surgery done, who was my doctor, and how much it cost. And I have talked about price before. I know it's kind of a touchy topic. A lot of people don't want to talk about it, but I mean, you can go to a consultation and get the price anyway, so it doesn't really matter for me. I got my surgery done in Montreal, Quebec, and I got my surgery done by Dr. Hanny Sino, and I found him. Okay, so I got a lot of questions about how I found my surgeon. As many of you guys know, if you've been following my whole breast augmentation journey, I did go to Dr. Papanastasio for my first consultation. And nothing against Dr. Papanastasio, my mom has had all her surgeries done with him, but I personally, after my first consultation, I didn't feel as comfortable as you should when you're literally giving your body up to someone to work on them. I personally found that the consultation was very rushed. It just didn't feel like I was being understood, the look I wanted. I can't put into words exactly how it felt. I just personally didn't feel like, I guess, that he truly cared about what I wanted. Maybe after I booked the surgery and put down the half deposit, maybe then he would have put a little bit more effort into the consultation. I don't know. First impressions are everything. And after the first consultation, I was just kind of unsure. I was really excited. So when I filmed my first consultation vlog, it was like my first time, like this was really being put into motion. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get my surgery done here or whatever. But after I had time to think about it and talk to my mom, she's like, you know, it just doesn't feel right. I think you should start looking into other surgeons. So I just looked up Montreal plastic surgery, read so many websites, read so many reviews, and I came across Dr. Sino, and he had a YouTube channel, and I watched his videos. I watched his patients' testimonials, and I just felt like this guy would be my doctor. Another point that I really liked about him was that he does a lot of reconstructive work on cancer patients or women who have lost their breast due to cancer. And then I booked my consultation, and honestly, the first meeting, we just clicked. He truly understood what I wanted. He understood the look I was going for. You know, when you meet people and they're just kind-hearted and you can tell that they just truly want what is best for you? I mean, that's how I felt with him. Another reason why I really liked him compared to Dr. Papanastasio is that in the first consultation, he really went into depth about all the different types of implants, all the different types of incisions, everything, all the different types of complications. He really took, I think we were there for I don't know, it was a really long time, but I got so much information that I didn't get from my first consultation, and I just felt that he would be a better fit for me. Everyone's shocked about how quickly I've recovered, and honestly, I feel like the only reason I recovered so quickly is because I had such an amazing surgeon. And also another part about why I ended up choosing Dr. Sino is because he is very appreciative of the female body. He is very interested in art, and from the first meeting I had, he was very clear on the fact that he knew the kind of look I wanted. He knew what I wanted in general. He knew what would work best on me, and honestly, after the first consultation, my mom left. It was like, whenever I need another surgery, I'm going to him. So yeah, that's how I ended up choosing my surgeon. The whole experience, his whole team is amazing. The hospital I got it done at, I know a lot of people were saying, oh, you're in Quebec, blah, blah, blah. It is your right to be medically treated in the language of your choice, English or French, and the people at that hospital just chose not to respect that, and that's why I was so upset. I know I live in Quebec. I know that the primary language is French. I've lived here my whole life. I know that. The issue I had with it is I live in an English part of Montreal, and I speak English at home with all my friends, and I can understand French, and when I am not under the influence of heavy drugs, I am able to kind of form sentences, but it was hard for me to even form sentences when in English in my first language after I woke up from the surgery. And when I'm telling the nurse, look, I don't speak French, well, I said it nicey. I said it nicer. I was like, I don't understand French, and she's like, not even a little bit, and then she continues to speak to me in French. That's where I get pissed off. So it's not a whole English is better than French thing. I respect the language. It's a great language. You have a right to be medically treated in the language of your choice, and I think that right should be respected. So yeah, and I got my surgery done at the Cité de Santé in Laval. Okay, so the second question I'm going to answer, or like 2 out of like 1A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now I'm going to answer 2. And that was my size of implant that I got and why I chose that size. So I got 300 cc's moderate profile of silicone. When I was going into my surgery, right before I went in, I told my surgeon, I don't care how many cc's you put in my body, I have 100% trust in you, you know the look I want, you know the result I want, so just do what you do best. And he did, trust me. So when I was going into surgery, I had thought that I was going to be getting 365 cc's to 375 cc's. I cannot imagine if I had 375 or 365. I got 300, and it is like the perfect size for me. In a bathing suit, or if I have something pulling them up, they look a little bit bigger, but honestly, I can't imagine having a bigger size. So I have no regrets about the size. I'm so happy with the size that I ended up getting. The reason why I get a lot of questions as well, so I guess this is 2B, about why I chose silicone versus saline. Number one, so like from what I've gathered from the consultations I've been to, from the research I've done, is that saline is kind of an obsolete implant. A lot of surgeons don't like to use it anymore, and honestly, I just feel like now silicone is kind of the better option. Saline is cheaper, so if price is an issue for you, then I mean, I guess that's a good part. When everything was said and done, my surgery cost $8,000. Like basically $8,000. So saline is a little bit cheaper, but for me, I just felt like silicone was the better better thing to put in my body. Put it simply, saline is kind of just a water balloon. I just felt like silicone would be a better option. It lasts longer. Like I won't have to replace my boobs probably for 20+ years. I'll be a mama by then. I will probably need a little nip and tuck and pulling up after my kids after I breastfeed, fingers crossed. So I just decided to get silicone just because that's what my doctor recommended, and from what everyone has told me, saline has become kind of an obsolete implant, and I'd rather put something more reliable in my body. With saline, it's more likely to wake up with a flat because it is just like a water balloon, like a flat boob, like it just pops. And I feel like a lot of people think of silicone from the days in the 90s when it was really, really dangerous. Technology and silicone has improved since then, so if my implant does burst, knock on wood, or if something does occur, it wouldn't spread through my body being dangerous. It would kind of just levitate around the tear, and then when I get a mammogram, they'll be able to spot it, and then I will have to, go under surgery, but it is not a dangerous implant like a lot of people still believe. Maggie Mahone, or Mahon, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, asked, how long did it take you to save? I want them so bad, but want to be realistic. That really depends on where you live. My surgery cost $8,000, but I have seen videos on YouTube where people who get larger implants than me, silicone, same thing, it costs $4,000 or even like $5,000. That would have been amazing. I mean, $5,000, that's like, I don't want to say that's like nothing, but like $3,000 is a lot. So if I could have saved $3,000, that would be great. I mean, I know a lot of people like to go to Thailand and everywhere to get their breast augmentations done. That just isn't for me. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. But I didn't get serious about saving until November of 2014, and that's when I got serious about it. So I got a lot of questions about the level of pain and if I'm still in pain, if I'm able to sleep on my side. I was so incredibly lucky with my recovery. I really did not have pain. It was more just a pressure, and like the best way I can describe it was, well, this is how I described it when I was at a party on Saturday, and literally I talked about my boobs for like the whole time I was there. I didn't even get a chance to like drink anything. I would say like the day after, like I couldn't sit up by myself, And like, you know, like when you're in bed and you want to scoot back, like you kind of scoot with your arms and like push yourself back, like I couldn't do that. Now I can do that, and I really have no pain. I have no pain ever. Like I haven't taken any morphine or Advil probably since Friday. Like sometimes if I do a lot during the day, I will be more sore and tired at night, and then I'll pop an Advil or something. But for the most part, no, I don't even feel like I've had a surgery done until I remember, because I just honestly feel like my boobs are softer now. Like they jiggle a little. I can't really jiggle, like I'm not gonna jiggle on camera. I know I put in my first, I think recovery week one, someone commented like they look fake and shit, and I was like, no kidding, like I just got these things inserted into my body, like no kidding, they're gonna look fake. They haven't healed yet, but honestly now they're healing beautifully. They've dropped so much. They're still a little high, but honestly, just a little bit of pushing, and I wear my strap every day. I honestly don't even realize I've gotten it done. I have to say the worst pain, the pain wasn't bad at all. I can't even say I had pain. I really can't, honestly. Like, I was watching so many people's videos, and they were like, oh my god, worst pain in my life, and there was nothing for me, no pain. The nausea was the worst part, but pain-wise, I guess it was like the day of my surgery when I woke up from my anesthesia, but for the most part, no pain. No pain. It was, if I had to rate the worst pain, it was like a 2. I don't even know. 1 being no pain, like a 2. I really had no pain. It was just pressure on your chest. But now I'm like so used to it. It feels like my boobs 100%.